have to continue to that's part 3, which is the psychology of real change. Okay, let's do it together. The psychology of real change. So, the real change I want in my life, physically, spiritually, maritally, financially, I really need this. So, today's date is 25. The month is telling us, Omo, I don't know work out. So, personal transformation. Personal transformation. So we have about 6 outlines, okay, for entrepreneurs. The first one, context for the concept. Number 2, we have here what needs to change. Okay, we mentioned a few things that need to change. Our mindset, the parable of the sower. Okay, that's what we'll be doing today. Okay, the season of breaking. You have to break through some certain things, okay? Number 5, second to the last, the physics psychology. Why not all see the 100-fold results? Why? Why not all see the 100-fold results? Okay, the 6th one, the psychology of real change. Okay, so we started the club by telling us that a lot of people want to change. That is for the context for the concept. A lot of people want to change, but a lot of people want things to change around them, but they don't want to change. Most people desire change, better health, better income, better impact, improved circumstances and new opportunities, but they resist one thing that guarantees that change, which is personal transformation. They resist, they don't want to accept it, they fight it. That one thing that guarantees all the change in your life, all the improvement in your life. Some even pray to God that things will change around them. Some even fast and pray for 41 days, 25 days, 1 week, 2 days. But they tell God, please, I want everything to change around, but I don't want to be involved in the process. I don't want to change my character. I don't want to change my behavior. I don't want to improve. I don't want to study. I don't want to learn. I don't need new information, but I just want things to change. Father, in Jesus' name, things must change. Die by fire. Things must change. Die by fire. You know, the thing is that after praying, you see me the same problem, because another way of defining madness, insanity, is doing the same thing the same way and expect a different result. It will not happen, because the most determining factor is you. They are the major factor. You are the real essence of change. Few people want to change because they realize that they have for them to be better, for them to be strong, for them to be healthy, they have to manifest more, they have to learn more. So the real essence is you. So you need to be improved. What we call it, be, do, have. You need to become the person that can do the activities to have the results you desire. But once our circumstances are a reflection of our psychology. I keep telling you, the economy is not your problem. Your personal psychology, your personal philosophy determine your personal economy. The economy cannot be doing well, it may not be doing well, but you can do well. Economy be doing well, you can still do well. Some people, no matter how good the economy is, they will still be struggling with money. They have issues with money, have issues with relationship, have issues with their spirit, have issues everywhere. So life is actually showing us a reflection of who you are on the inside by the things that we are experiencing. There are processes, but they never last for long, because if you become the better version of yourself, no bad situation lasts for long, because we know that every problem has expiring dates. Because of who you are on the inside, fundamentally you rise above every circumstances that is challenging your result and everything you do. So there is a difference between becoming a millionaire and having a millionaire. Becoming a millionaire means, even though you have a millionaire mindset, you have a millionaire habit, millionaire's attitude, a millionaire's, of course, mind of thinking, and having a millionaire, if somebody can give you the money, you can borrow it, for further you can inherit it, but definitely if anything happens, you lose the money, getting it back is become difficult. So don't just want things to change, work more on yourself, and things to find around you will change. Prioritize your commitment to personal development, personal transformation, and psychological transformation, because this is fundamentally one of the factors that sustain and guarantees the result that you have. So that leads us to what needs to change. So when we went there, we started talking about number 1, your mindset needs to change. Number 2, your skill set needs to change. Number 3, your tool set needs to change. And number 4, what again? Identity needs to change. And I added one yesterday. 1, attitude. Thank you so much. And that's we discussed a lot about attitude. So what needs to change? Because a lot of people think if they have the same mindset, they will still have a different result. That is not true. Even when universe, the whole world, people around you give you a bigger result, it's a matter of time. You will reduce the result to your level of understanding. So you cannot keep the same mindset and have a bigger result. It's not possible. The mindset that brought you into that challenge cannot take you out. So you need new knowledge, new information, new instructions, new directions. So a lot of people expect greater doors to open with the old tool set, with the old skill set. So, and they blame the tools. A bad workman quarrel with his tools, and the tool is as good as the person that is using it, the person that is swinging the tool. So we came to one popular scripture I love so much. I'll repeat again, Romans 12 verse 2, and this particular word needs to change. Romans, of course, 12 verse 2. He said that be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Until you change, nothing around you will change. So if you want a better result, you need to become a better person. Because if the immature, the unenlightened, always want their circumstances to change, their staff to change, their team to change, their society to change, the government to change, their wife, their husband to change. They want every external factors and contributing factors to change. They don't want to change themselves. That is the immature and unenlightened. But fundamentally, what needs to change is me. A new me is going to create a new circumstances. A new me is going to stand up to fight unacceptable circumstances, demolish, defeat, and dismantle anything that is not empowering me. A new me is going to create a new environment. A new me is going to create a better quality life. So what needs to change, what needs to be improved is me. I am the determining factor. Touch yourself, I am the determining factor. Touch yourself, I'm a success. Touch yourself, I'm a millionaire. Don't just have the same attitude and expect a different altitude, because your attitude determines your altitude. One of the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Once you can cultivate a positive mental attitude, you will see opportunities in crisis. You will believe that all things work together for good. And of course, you have a positive outlook. You will be expecting, hopeful, energetic. You will look into the future as a spiritual adventure. A lot and a lot. You have a negative attitude, you suffer from victim mentality, entitlement mentality. You feel that the world is owing you. You feel that the world is against you. A lot and a lot we discussed yesterday. So we stopped somewhere yesterday. Don't just believe that things beyond your control. People that go from zero to hero, bounce back from every setback, they always believe that if it's up to be, it's up to them to make the right decision. Life is, of course, they feed themselves with the right information. They take massive action in the right direction in the sequential arrangement of events to persevere and focus to keep going to keep on keeping on until the circumstances finally improve and the quality of life they start experiencing. We discussed a lot and we stopped at 4 levels of success, that until you change, you will never enjoy these 4 levels of success. So the first level of success that we discussed yesterday, which I'm going to discuss some today, is that you have to succeed in this life. First thing first, your life needs to improve and your lifestyle needs to improve too. And of course, your leadership, something that God has given you to do. Whether it's your family you are leading, whether you're leading an organization, leading a company, leading a group of people in choir, in society, initiative, ministry, business, any entrepreneurial venture, commercial, anything you are leading. So I'm not leading anybody, my brother. Very soon you become a father and a mother. Very soon you're going to become a master. You will lead something at some level, mind clinic level. So that leadership needs to, once your leadership is improved, of course, you'll be able to think about legacy. Succession plan, because success is not a success without succession plan. So making history and being part of a contribution to improve lives and property in the society. So I would like us to conclude this because we are going here today. So but let's write a few notes on what needs to change, because if your mindset is improving, your skill set improve, your tool set, your identity improve, your attitude improve, then different these things will going to be improved. So let's just give some few notes today so that we can move forward. So write it down, very important on a note. If you don't see yourself as a successful entrepreneur, if you don't see yourself as a successful entrepreneur, you don't see yourself as a successful entrepreneur, a business individual, and an investor. If you don't see yourself as a successful entrepreneur, if you don't see yourself as a successful entrepreneur, a business individual, an investor, or someone that is significant, if you don't see yourself in your mind, if you don't see yourself, you cannot picture yourself. There's no picture around you that you're a successful entrepreneur, you're a businessman, you're an investor, or you're significant, you will surely and definitely sabotage. You will surely and definitely sabotage your life. You will surely and definitely sabotage your life. If you don't see yourself as a successful entrepreneur, a business individual, an investor, or a significant person, person are worthy of making impact and contribution. You will sabotage, you surely sabotage yourself and every opportunity God presents to you. And every opportunity God presents to you. Because you are incompetent. You are incompatible. Okay, you are incompatible with how you see yourself. Full stop. If you don't see yourself as a social entrepreneur, a business individual, an investor, or someone that is significant, number one, you sabotage yourself, not just yourself alone. You sabotage every opportunity God presents to present to you. Because you are incompatible with how you see yourself. So that is to say that the picture you hold in your mind, the mental picture you create, is going to definitely attract the equivalent to himself. So why don't you create a picture of driving Rolls Royce, Mercedes Benz, doing a good house, giving charity to the less privileged, becoming a person that makes contribution to improve lives and why don't you see yourself someone that own a company, factories, industry? Why don't you see yourself someone that deserves to CEO or MD? Why don't you see yourself someone that is already going to heaven? Why don't you see yourself like a good husband? Why don't you create a positive mental picture about it? Because if you don't, you definitely sabotage yourself and every opportunity God gives you because you are incompatible with how you see yourself. You are incompatible with how you see yourself. So what really sabotages people's success and results is the mental picture you have in their mind. So until somebody has seen himself becoming successful in this life, having a good lifestyle, becoming a good leader and creating legacy, you can never experience it. So what we need to change mentally is the mental picture you have about it. That's why we keep teaching you every time, trying to take you on exposure, put inside flight, take you to Abuja, take you to Dubai, so that you can mentally create picture something. Whatever you picture, definitely going to transform you to become that thing. So it's easy to create because we are social creatures. Whatever you see, you can easily, of course, mentally design it. So, but even if you can see pictures, design yourself. You're successful in life in your mind. At least that picture is more important. That picture you have about yourself is more important. So write it down. You need to change the version of yourself. We need to change the vision of ourselves in our mind. We need to change the vision of ourselves in our mind. We need to change the vision, the mental picture about yourself in your mind. We need to change it. We need to change the mental picture about ourselves. We need to change the vision of ourselves in our mind. Our self-concept, our self-image, our self-esteem. We need to change the vision of ourselves in our mind, our self-concept, our self-image, our self-esteem, our personal opinion and belief about ourselves. We need to change the vision of ourselves in our mind, change it, make it positive, make it empowering, change it to something bigger. Change the mental picture about ourselves in our mind, our self-concept, our self-image, our self-esteem, our personal opinion about ourselves, and the beliefs we hold about ourselves to be able to enjoy good life, good lifestyle, good leadership, and create a legacy. We need to change the vision. That's the mental picture about ourselves. Our self-concept, our self-image, our self-esteem, the opinion about ourselves, the beliefs about ourselves, to be able to enjoy, to be able to create, the lifestyle, the lifestyle, the leadership, and the legacy we need to create. So the picture you have in your mind is very important. How do people mind to create a negative picture in their mind? Very simple. The way you are raised up, the things you see, the things you hear, and the experiences you have. This is a form the picture you have about yourself. It's not empowering. So any part of your life that you need improvement, just need to create a new picture. Because I know we hear words, we picture it. Your eyes see things, but your mind create the picture. So the picture in your mind, until what you see becomes a positive picture in your mind, it's difficult to manifest it. And that picture must be held so strong so that at least you begin to manifest it. So you don't get what you want in life. You get who you are. You get how you see. You get who you are. How you see yourself is what you get. Like life is full of ocean. Life is like an ocean. Only what you go to the ocean with, that's what you fetch water. You go with a cup, you're going to fetch a cup kind of water. Bucket, kind of bucket. Drum, trailer load, whatever. So when you go to the universe with a small mindset, with a small expectation, with a small demands, and even your deepest desire is a prayer. That's what God will give you exactly. So stop thinking small. That's how I have people that say think big. How do you put it? The magic of thinking big. The magic of thinking big. I love that book, The Magic of Thinking Big. The magic of thinking big. I like the way you put it. Say the magic of thinking big. That's, the universe will always give you to you what you want, and that is why it doesn't matter the society, because they will bully you. When you start to talk big, like Joseph spoke, he was talking big. They will start to bully you. Shut up. Don't allow anybody to create a standard for you. Create a standard of success for yourself. Write it down. You don't get what you want in life. You get who you are, what you are. That's what you get. You don't get what you want in life. That's you don't get. I want something, I want something. No. It is that your identity you hold in your mind. We poor masses, my father was broke, my mother was broke. In my family, I just need small car, small house, small wife, small everything. No, you have to. I wrote a book says, start now, think global. Don't just, if you want to think global, but start now. Just wherever you are, get the knowledge, get the information, start from somewhere. Start with creating a mental picture, meditate more, visualize more, induce faith more, visualize. Just write, and I like to call it auto-suggestion. Write things you want. Maybe if you are closer to me in my mastermind, at some point I tell you to define yourself. A super dad, entrepreneur, a strong person, healthy. You induce it, you repeat it, you affirm it to yourself. So you don't get what you want in life, you get who you are. Full stop. Write it down your note. You must become the internal equivalent of the things you desire. You must become the internal equivalent of the things you desire. You must become the internal, underline the word, the internal equivalent. That means the equivalent of the things you want to experience on the outside. You must first become that on the inside. If not, you cannot sustain your transformational journey. You cannot sustain results. You cannot sustain real change. You must become your internal equivalent of the things you desire. How do you become? You need a thinking chair. You need a thinking corner. Get pen and paper. Define yourself. You are the architect of your success. Define yourself. I'm a success. I'm an entrepreneur. I own 50,000. I own a company. Define yourself. Even though call the things are not as if it is, right? Just call the things that as if that thing don't happen. And you must do it in present tense. You don't say I will become. No. Say I am a millionaire. Tell me I am a millionaire. If you don't know what to do, you better ask good question, not the right one. Say, why am I such a smart entrepreneur? Why am I such a smart millionaire? Why am I such a healthy person? Why am I such a ask yourself positive, not negative. Don't ask yourself, why am I so stupid? Don't say, I'm tired of myself. No, don't say I'm proud of myself. I'm stronger for myself. So ask yourself positive questions, because these questions, these are the subconscious work. The subconscious mind doesn't care whether it's truth or lie. It doesn't even know. It picks the words of your mouth. It picks the picture you're having for yourself. So until a man changes his mental picture, until you change a man's identity, the way the man sees himself, I call it self-concept. The way a man, of course, the way he think about himself. Let me repeat again. I call it identity. Turn on identity. Number one is self-concept. Turn on self-concept. That's the way you think about yourself. Until the man changes. Number two is called self-image. What else is called? Self-image. The way a man sees himself. Number three is called self-esteem. What else is called? Self-esteem. The way the man feel about himself. So if I can make you feel power, energy, because the life we live is full of energy. Turn on energy. Everything is created by energy. So I make you feel powerful, excited. I'm going to make it happen. Circumstances are irrelevant. Contributing factors are irrelevant. External factors are irrelevant. They will conform eventually to who you are on the inside. So the good news is this. Yes, self-concept, the way you think about yourself. Self-image, the way you see yourself. Self-esteem, the way you feel about yourself. This is all your identity. Your identity is these three things. If I can change the picture, the picture in your mind, the words of your mouth, and the way you think about yourself, forget about the seconds. It's just a matter of time. Whether you go to school, go to school, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. What matters is that what do you say to yourself? That is the most important thing. How do you think about it? And you cannot think positively and not being fair, because the life you live is whatever you impress, what to be expressed. So you have to, it must be in a company of quality people. Turn on quality. Now the Bible says that bad communication corrupts good manners, because the level of your contribution, the quality of your contribution determines the quality of your life. The quality of education you receive, then the quality of your life. Life is about quality, not to live 100 years, 200 years, then you live a life of suffering, broke and poorness. No. You want to live 70 years, let's be quality life. I don't mean life of struggle. I mean the life you can support God's work, help people, but that thing, money must work for you. And the money work for you must start from you, making up your mind on your self-preservation. You must do what they call wealth preservation, wealth accumulation, wealth accumulation, wealth preservation, wealth multiplication, and wealth transfer. Tell me wealth transfer. It's a different topic for now, but let's just round this topic up. Write it down, very, very important. Whatever you want on the outside, you have to become that on the inside. Full stop. Whatever you want on the outside, good house, good car, you have to become that on the inside. You have to become that on the inside. Whatever you want on the outside, you have to become that on the inside. That's like I keep telling you. Nobody gives you joy and happiness. You give it to yourself. If you're not a happy person, you cannot give happiness. If you're not a joyful, you cannot be a joyful. You cannot give. Whatever you give, whatever you have, that's what you give. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot. So hurt people hurt others. Kind people give kindness. Anger. Somebody say, he offended me. No, nobody offend you. I keep saying this. No matter how much you press cockroach, blood will never come out. Yes or yes? There is no blood inside cockroach. So no matter how somebody press you, if anger no day, will come out. You don't really vex already. You're an angry person with himself. The biggest relationship you have is in this way is with yourself. If you have a good relationship with yourself, you've got a good relationship for. I think yesterday we were having a mastermind meeting. One of my leaders said that somebody keeps saying he said he has to listen to someone that says that he doesn't believe in taking care of other people so he can become a better person. No, he believes in taking care of himself so he can become a better person to other people. Because when you take care of yourself, give yourself happiness, give yourself joy, give yourself peace. You sit down and say, I am happy, I'm a joyful person. That's what you can actually give to other people now. Yes or yes? And once you improve, everything around you improve. So the person that need to improve is me. Whatever you want on the outside, you have to become that on the inside. If you are with me, shall I? So you have to visualize, you have to imagine, create a mental picture. I don't know why people don't imagine positively. That is, God give you a nation, say no nation, called image imagination. Imagination is a nation, it's called image nation, that everybody needs to live. It's a picture nation, say no picture nation. Everybody have this nation for free, and you don't pay money to imagine, you don't pay money to create a mental picture. Create mental pictures, create image. And instead of creating positive image, you are creating negative image. You have to create. I keep saying this, my first car is Highlander Jeep. I don't get money, I live for face my face you. And that face my face you, I only have rock carpet on the ground. When I moved in there, it was only 2 pillows, no mattress, no nothing. I have to go to Enugu, carry my middle younger sister fridge, and carry it to keep in my house. So, and I went and got the Highlander Jeep and put on my mirror, put in my bedroom, put on my ceiling, put everywhere I am. Ask me whether I'm selling car. I went and price car. I don't even have any money in my account. But I have a mental picture of this is the car I want to drive. And before I started developing business idea, I went to my friends. I told my friends I want to start fish farming. And they started bringing money to me. I want to start this one. They started giving me, when I write my business proposal, I'll make it's so achievable. Like if you see me talk about the business, you think that this company is already existing. I started doing the business. You know what happened? Things start falling in place. And the picture he took, people started laughing at me. I remember one time one of my friends came to see the picture. This has been here for about 6 months. What are you talking about? I went and printed another one. What happened? It didn't take quite long. I bought that guy. They say that I think you cannot feature in a future you did not picture. You must picture something, then not picture. And you hold it so strongly in your heart. The kind of husband you want to marry, the kind of wife you want to marry, the kind of business you want to have, the kind of children you want to have, the kind of life you want to live. You are all self-fulfilling prophecy. Tell me, I am a self-fulfilling prophecy. So, one thing that needs to sustain this change is your personal transformation, is your personal, of course, determination to prioritize your being over your doing. Become the priority of being over your doing to have it. When I have money, I will read the book, I will become the millionaire. No, you have to become first to do the activities to have it. So when I do the activities, I will have it. I will become. No, the process is 1, 2, 3. Be, do, have. So you must prioritize your being over doing. Prioritize becoming the better person. Prioritize who you are on the inside. Spend more time with yourself. Visualize more. Let's go to where we are going to today. Outline number 3, the parable of the sower. The parable of the sower. Let's go there. So I need to do 4 things quickly before we start taking some notes. Okay, before I do that, let me just do this. This parable, of course, happens. Let me clean this so that we have to discuss. I don't think I'm going here today. I don't even think I'm going here. So maybe it's Monday or so we can go there. And in Luke, I'm not a pastor anyway, but don't mind me. Let's just move. I like whenever I'm teaching like this, I like to go. I pick my lessons from where everybody can accept, and we start discussing from there. Luke 5 verse 15. Luke 5 to 15. So Luke 8, 5 to 15. It says, a sower went out to sow his seeds, and definitely something happened. This was Jesus Christ telling the parable. So I'm trying to diagnose the parable, revealing that the seed, the message, the opportunity, the truth, the wisdom, the teaching, the coaching, the strategy produce different results based on solely on the type, on the state of the soil. So the seed, if I need to write it on a paper, write it down. The seed reveals. Okay, no. Don't worry, let's do that this time. After that, okay, the seed is good, and it reveals. The seed is good. The seed is good, and it produces results. Let's put it like that, and it produces results based on the state of the soil. The seed is good, and it produces results based on the state of the soil. So the problem was never the seed. The problem was the state of the soil that seed fell on. So that's the thing. I'm going to give you 4 types of soil the Bible talked about. I'm going to refer to the real life today, how you can apply it to have a personal transformation, how things work for a lot of people. So the seed was good and actually produces based on the state of the soil. Okay, so the seed could be bracket, the seed could be message, could be opportunity, the seed could be a message, it could be opportunity, it could be truth, it could be quality information, it could be wisdom. The seed could be anything, message, it could be opportunity. About is a good opportunity, it could be the truth, it could be wisdom, it could be quality information, it could be coaching, it could be strategy. The seed could be anything productive that can produce results. The seed could be a message, it could be a coaching program, it could be a strategy, it could be truth, it could be opportunity, it could be wisdom, it could be a strategy, it could be a system, it could be a structure. But the problem was never the seed. In that scripture, don't talk about the seed problem. I'm talking to all of them. All of them receive this information at different levels. Life is in phases, men are in sizes. So that level of understanding determine how you're going to receive the message, either empowering or disempowering. So it all depends on your state of your mind. But apart from the mind, I want to show you something different this today. So we have four soil. I call this stages of readiness. Let me clean this so that we can do a lot of things for entrepreneurs, businessmen, and investors this morning. So 4 soil. So 4 soil. I call it stages of readiness. Stages of readiness. Okay. Okay. Let's begin to look at these things as seasons. Let me clean this one. So I want to look at these 4 things as seasons in our life. Stages of readiness or seasons. So there are some people, this season, okay, number 1, of course, wayside. This one has to do with so this has to do with the hardened heart. No understanding and no understanding at all. Hardened heart and no understanding. He received the information he doesn't understand. I thought I'm making money. I want you to give me money. I thought I'm making money. Get the empowerment. I don't know what I'm talking about. The hardened heart and no understanding. So, and the word is snatched away quickly. That's what happened. When someone is hardened, I don't understand information. They have come to a point of arrival in their life. They don't care. I don't want to understand. I don't know what they're talking about. They don't want to even give it an attempt. They don't take instructions. They just feel they know it well. If you know how to know, you would have arrived where you want to arrive since before now, long before now. So the hardened his heart, no understanding, and the word is snatched away immediately. So in this season of his life, he's not ready to receive information. He's not ready to receive instruction. Maybe he's still eating from mommy's pot, daddy's pot, that is paying school fee. Someone is responsible for his life. He have an appointment. So he doesn't see opportunities in business. He doesn't see opportunity in crisis. He doesn't see any need to make impact. He doesn't see any need to create legacy. He doesn't need to enjoy that 4th level of success that he saw with you better today or earlier today. So I'll give you a long note, but let me just do something here so that in case time finish, I know I've learned very well today. It's going to be on Monday. The stony ground. Stony ground. So what happened to these guys? They have shallow roots. Their root is shallow. Shallow roots. That's the problem with the stony people. So they have the initial joy, but no evidence. They fell away in pressure. So they have initial joy. They have initial joy. The initial joy, and no evidence. And no evidence. Initial joy, no evidence, and fall away, full stop, fall away in pressure. So they fall away. Fall away in pressure. Any small pressure, I know they do again. That's what happened. Okay, fine. Thank you. So the thing is this. These guys, you see, they're excited. They come into our midst like this. Entrepreneurs, business, millions, they go out. What do you learn today? I'm hunger, small thing, small pressure, small challenge. He picked offense, insult, everything is hurting me. Stop collecting insult. Say they gave you insult and you collected it. Don't collect it again. Say no, don't collect insult again. Say no, return it back. Return it back. If they give you insult, don't collect. How you collect? They prove you not do somewhere in the country. How you collecting insult? I don't understand you. Stop collecting insults. So return it back. You don't argue with a fool. I've been telling you. If you argue with a fool, they will drag you to that level. So this guy is number 3. Stony ground. Okay, stony ground, stony. That's stone. They have stones ground. That's full of stones. That's this thing that choke. So they choke by cares of life. The word of God is choked. The word, not just the word of God, opportunities God bring the devil is choked by cares of this life. Don't I have a long note for you. That's not the problem. Just this small. The cares of this life, riches, pleasure, no fruit. Cares of this life, riches, pleasure, and no fruit. So you fall and it start growing, but the cares of life, the pleasure of life. So the last one is a good soil. I really wish I could write down, but I don't want to write down. It's going to be so. That's number 4. Not this one. So this one. This is 1, 2, 3. Don't mind if I write my own words. This one is a good ground, and the good ground. Some produce 30, some 60, some 100. So I will talk to you the next by Monday when I give you finish note of this. Why people don't see 100 fold and they don't experience 100 fold? Why? I'll give you the reason. So it's going to be interesting. So this one now, here's the word. Okay. This one now, they hear the word. So they hear the word. They hear the opportunity. They take action with it. And they understand and they bring forth fruit with patience. So they hear the word. They understand. They can assimilate it. They can explain it. They understand. They bring forth fruit. They bring forth fruit. They bring forth fruit according to their capacity. According to their capacity. I will tell you why people don't have bigger capacities. Why they don't bring out 100 food. I'm going to show you. So it's about seasons. So you see, the seed always works, but the difference is in the soil and the state of the heart. Every opportunity always works. Every message, every wisdom, every strategy always works. Everything always works. But it depends on the soil and the state of mind, on the state of the heart. That's what it depends on. So the quality of seed, the quality of information, idea, concept, principles, laws, strategies, processes that bring forth a lasting transformation inside. So some fall on the west side, some stony ground, so some good soil. The difference is in different seasons of their life. The seed is always good, but the heart always not ready most of the time. A lot of people, there's something called clock die. Sometimes you go to them and in their life, they are not ready yet. This means that your readiness for your revelation and transformation, your readiness. So it actually leads to your readiness. So why are you wondering why some people will be in the same family, the same community, the same church, the same environment, the same message, but some seems to do well than some other. It's not just in the air. Go to the market, go to the market, go to the market. People start the same business, the same location, but the matter of 1 year, some all will succeed more than the other person. They went to the same school, nursery school, primary school, secondary school, university. They graduated, they go for service, come back. Matter of 3 years, one will do further than the other. Depends on the state of their heart. Depends on the season of their life. Depends on their expectations. Depends on their readiness to receive revolution and transformation. Some people are not ready yet. I keep saying the same. Why they're not ready is because they are still depending on their parents, they're depending on somebody, they're not thinking, they're not taking responsibility. They don't want to stand on their leg. Help me tell your name again. Neighbor, a child that is afraid to fall will never walk. Tell neighbor, he that has brain, sense is expected. A lot of people never realize on time that the essence of being alive is to fulfill God's dominion mandate for their life. Your essence of being alive is to fulfill destiny, is to fulfill purpose. So they are still waking up to the fantasy of me, myself, and I. And I'm going to end with the fantasy because I have a note for here. I will give you on that. This note I'm going to give you going to help you, and you're going to determine the kind of state of your mind, the state of your heart. The state of your heart is the determining factor whether you receive transformation or not. And the state of your heart depends on your whatever you desire. And I'm going to end with this. I wish I could not clean here, but I don't know what I'm going to do. Don't worry, I will not clean. Let me just do like this. Don't mind me. I like to write the way I write. I have something I call, I sing it like song, like almost on my class. This is why people will have become a good ground. They will become a wayside, a stony. So it's because of this. There's something called good idea. It's not good idea. Good idea. There's something called God's idea. Tell me God's idea. God's idea. Okay. The good idea is that you are thinking about yourself. Think about yourself. God's idea is that you're thinking about others. Tell me others. Others. If you're thinking about yourself, what you have, of course, is achievement. Tell me achievement. Achievement. If you're thinking about others, what you have is called fulfillment. Tell me fulfillment. Fulfillment. You're thinking about yourself, what you have is called a job. Tell me job. Tell about yourself, what you have is called business. Tell me business. Tell about yourself, what you have is called career. Tell me career. When you think about others, what you have is called calling. Tell me calling. Think about yourself, what you have is going to be, of course, passion. Tell me passion. You think about others, what you have is called purpose. Tell me purpose. If you think about yourself, what you have is called what? Dream. You think about others, what you have is called what? Destiny. You think about yourself, what you have is called what? Plenty. Success. Tell me success. You think about others, what you have is called significant. Tell me significant. If you think of this and so on. So why would somebody not receiving a good grant? Why someone not? Because it's not thinking about other people. It's all about minding myself and I. Any good soul is thinking about others. Tell me others. And the thing is this: if you don't, I don't want to do my own thing, and I don't need to. So because you're not thinking about anybody. If you're thinking about some people, you have to go and create a business. You have to go and see, you have to own business so that you can reduce the unemployment. We must employ people. All the people that university are bringing, and who will employ them? Now me and you will pay them salary. Tell anyone about. If you are not serious in life, I will employ you. Tell your neighbor about. Are you a good ground? Or a wayside? Or a stony ground? Or a stony ground? So Monday, I'm going to do some justice to this. I have a long note for you. I don't just want to go there. So I will tell you why some people never produce any result in their life. No matter what you give to them, you go end for their life. Give them anything. Give them money. Give them capacity. Give them quiet to do. Give them village head. Give them commissioner. They give anything will finish in their hand. So it's the state of their mind. It is not the seed. It is not the opportunity. It's not the truth. It's not the wisdom. It's not the coaching. It's not the message. It's not the strategy. It's not even, of course, the process. It's not even the concept. It's not the idea. It's the state of their mind. You can never say a good thing to a wrong person. No matter what you say to a wrong person, everything is wrong. You can never say a wrong thing to a good person. So no matter what you say to a good person, everything is good. You like tell them that they will put you inside fire, like Shaitan. He said, no problem, God will deliver. It's the state of their mind. So they put inside that net, he said the state of their mind. So the state of your mind determines the results you produce. The results you create. Whether it's going to be transformation, whether it's going to have a real change in your life, is the state of your mind. What needs to be improved is the state of your mind. Anyway, that is the best we can take today. I believe we should have the luxury of time, but I don't want to venture into this. We'll continue on Monday and we'll discuss other outlines, and the other outlines is going to be interesting and you cannot afford to miss it. Let me just give you a kind of a clue. We're going to talk about the season of breaking. We're going to discuss about that. And why not all see 100-fold? Why? I will show it to you. I'll show you how you see. Then we'll show the psychology of the real change. And it's that anything that comes into your hand multiplies, turns into gold. You become the ultimate, powerful, stronger version of yourself. Tell your neighbor, I am more than enough. I am more than enough. Anyway, that is the best we can take to the online community. Don't get involved in a business without a mentor. You know why? Mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. He that stands on the shoulder of mentors will see far. See you at the top. See you tomorrow. See you on Monday. And have a wonderful weekend. Thank God it's Friday. Shalom. So for the rest of us, I want to be sure I'm not talking to tables and chairs. I'm talking to